Hola, konnichiwa, dobrodin, and vanakkam.
In other words, greetings from What Packaging.
So, welcome to Industry Insights by What Packaging. I'm Abhay Avadhani.
And I'm Ramu Ramanathan of Print Week and What Packaging.
So, today we are going to discuss about the packaging landscape, which is undergoing a significant evolution.
And this is based on the packaging samples which we received during the Print Week Awards 2025. And some of this is what we evaluated on day 3 and day 4 of the jury meet. So packaging rocked was the theme of the jury meet.
Of course, and again, to paraphrase a popular song, क्या होगा ब्रांड्स का जो हम पैकेजिंग छोड़ दे पैकेजिंग से बेहतर है जीना छोड़ दे.
Yes. And so today we're going to look at some of the packaging jobs that grabbed our attention. And let's start with you, Abhay.
Yes, so to start with, we have Jupiter laminators. They have samples for FMCG category, and the interesting thing of this is
So this is Jupiter based in the north with basically a very solid strength in gravure.
yes, exactly. So here they have showed us it's Safola gold oil sample, and the interesting thing about this is previously it was packed in a rigid plastic container, and now they
Interesting.
have transitioned it to a plastic pouch, and the substrate is PET or white opaque PE.
Nice. And what
And-
is the sort of length we're looking at?
20 kilometers.
Wonderful.
Gravure job, 20 kilometers.
And the
CMYK.
material? Substrate?
Yes, the substrate is PET and white opaque PE.
Nice.
Yeah. It comes with a spout
Okay.
and a decut handle to provide the user friendliness. Uh, yeah, so the main function of this is to minimize the usage of plastic and minimize the overall packaging weight and reduce the volume of it.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. And this is obviously a Marico product, so they would obviously have done substantial R&D in it. So I have
Yes.
something equally interesting to share with you. This is a bunch of aerosol cans. This is produced by Bharat Containers. They're
Okay.
headquartered here in Mumbai, but they have their factory in Nagpur.
Wow.
One of the old timers. What's again interesting is the amount of work that has gone in terms of basically dry offset, which is the technology which powers aerosol cans.
Yeah.
The other thing that's very, very interesting is what they're doing with multiple colors. So, for example, there's a fog job, which is about 1 lakh cans,
Okay.
which is done with 5 to 6 Pantone colors. Then again, likewise, they've done something with Wildstone, which is done with 7 Pantone colors.
Yeah.
And all this is single pass. So what we are looking at is enormous amounts of precision.
Yeah.
So that again is interesting. There's again a job which they've done for a top brand called Old Spice. That's I think the fragrance that I use, and it's an 8-color job, 8 Pantone colors on an aluminium. So single pass. So
Yep.
again, 3 things. One is the kind of sort of shelf impact which the brand gets,
course.
number one, and number two is this kind of visual depth. If you look at be it the fog or be it the Wildstone, because in the case of the Wildstone, again they've done some kind of texturing. So again, astonishing to see the strides. You've shared a gravure job, and I have in return shared with you an aerosol can job with you.
Yes, wonderful, Ramu. So next we have is jobs produced by Holistic India, and of course they specialize in security printing and holographic printing. They have submitted 2 samples. One was their Rasgulla Makhana pouch, and the other one was a 3-side gazette pouch for Sumanta tea. Yeah. So the Rasgulla Makhana pouch was mainly designed to grab attention at first glance while incorporating advanced security features. So this is a new combination that we are seeing.
Nice, clever.
Yeah, and this displays a full visible holographic effect with multiple integrated optical elements such as relief, dead color effect, gradient effect, sparkle effect, and letter lenses which focus on the letters A and B representing the brand initials.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's an easy identification for the consumer as well, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So this is what, done through Fresnel or foil?
This is done through Fresnel lens.
Clever.
UV, on UV film.
Nice.
And the length of this was 826 kg in the calendar year of 24-25.
Nice, nice. So
Yeah.
substantial, high volume jobs. So again, what we are also seeing is the kind of runs
Yeah,
and
exactly.
consistency along with that. I have something interesting from S. Kumar Multi Products, and I think I was very, very impressed on two counts. One is that this is the kind of work that we are getting to see nowadays on Flexo. So typically, 10 color Flexo with
Wow.
almost everything in line. So
Hmm.
be it gloss varnish, be it your screen, etc. What Eskumar seems to have been able to do is, of course, the first thing was be able to give you a sand effect,
Hmm.
which was the rock salt.
Yeah,
So this
yeah.
was for something called Urban Platter. I think they did about 25,000 jobs in that.
Yeah.
Likewise, they had something in the pharma space, which is again with the raised UV.
Hmm.
Again, like what Bharat containers, 4 pantons. Then you have a black, which is I think a double pass, and then a heavy drip off with a
Wow.
raised UV. So again, look simple, these labels, but very, very classy. And with the drip off, of course, you get that texture effect, which again, I think it seems to be what a lot of brands are thriving or looking at is this tactile feel, because ultimately the consumer is going to pick these things off the shelf.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then likewise, there was, I think, something for oil, which is a herbal brand,
Hmm.
which is again 2 Pantone, CMYK, gold foil, again, all of that.
Yeah.
And you had something which was instead of using the usual UV effects, they propose something slightly more meaningful, which is highlighting the grandparents who developed this product.
Hmm.
And so to bring this idea to life, because one is having a concept in your head with some designer
Yeah.
sitting in probably Bangalore or in some other corner of this country, but
Yeah.
to be able to do that through a distinctive effect. So they used a trick which is what we've often seen on postage stamps,
Yes.
and they applied selective foiling, and then they were able to get that very, very subtle metallic sheen. Now again, what stands out in all this is, of course, the size of a label, typical label. So in that
Yes.
small little label, to be able to pull off all this in terms of the precision, in terms of the embellishment, in sometimes just the combination, and
Hmm.
also create this visual element. I think that just hats off to them. And I think in all this, what stands out is brand positioning. And I think
Yeah.
something that you had mentioned in the previous, voice cast that we did was that storytelling to
Of
sort of
course.
enhance the packaging.
Yes.
Yes.
And
You
all
all
of it was on Flexo?
This is Flexo. This is all narrow web
Complete.
Flexo.
Wow.
And of course, we are talking of two or three different types of presses. So
Yeah.
one is a 10 color, one is a 8 color. And
Hmm.
again, the materials are also changing. You have PP clear, then you have, of course, self adhesive, and
Of
so on and
course,
so
yeah.
forth. So again, fascinating, absolutely fascinating.
So playing along with the materials as well and
Yeah, yeah.
testing everything on Flexo. Amazing.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
next we have here is fiber foils, and they have created composite cans based out of 100% craft paper,
Hmm.
and this is a telescopic can for secondary packaging.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this,
Nice.
yeah, it is
Again,
made.
just to give our sort
Yeah.
of listeners a sense, fiber foils are also producing the big cans in which your aluminium coils can move from, say, one factory to their end customer. So it also has the ability to, literally shift. So it's almost like your e-commerce doing brown box packaging, but here instead of small items, you're talking of multi-tons of aluminium coils moving from one city to another or from one factory to another. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
please carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So the commercial production of these telescopic cans took just about 8 to 10 hours of shift.
Nice.
Yeah, and this was produced for Essentials Beauty, and yeah,
Hmm.
uh, it is again the main features of the composite cans include it is biodegradable since it is 100% craft paper, it's recyclable, and it also comes with the premiumization aspect of
Nice,
to it.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. Again, Fiberfoil's interesting company, and we have met Divakar Shetty sir together.
Yes.
I mean, they
Yes.
also, I think, have another company which he's a promoter of called Shetron. Again, pioneers in cans. And then trivia for you, Abhay, because you're from Karnataka. But
Yeah.
I think he also is a major trustee in a couple of temples there.
Okay.
And I
Wow.
think one of the nice things is that they give free food to a lot of devotees and disciples.
It's wonderful.
And the food is yum.
Wow.
And talking of yum food, there's Britannia.
Hmm.
There's something called Nutri Choice. This was again a sort of brand product created by Annie Graphics in
Yeah.
Greater Noida. Again, a
Yes.
company that does very, very innovative and very, very interesting work. Again, regular contributors to the Print Week Awards. And this particular box sort of took the breath away of many of our jury members, most of whom, as you're aware, are sort of packaging product specialists and brand managers. That this Nutri Choice, it's I think out there in the market, is made with 100% millet,
Oh,
which
yeah.
again, but again, the difficulty is that, of course, how do you sort of produce and
Hmm.
deposit inks on this kind of circular fiber thing, because of a variety of reasons,
Hmm.
rough fiber, then the texture, etc., and the GSM varies constantly.
Oh,
So again, difficult to print
yeah, of
because of
course.
variation of thickness, etc. But again, if unfortunately the ones who are listening to this cannot see it, but the execution is again impeccable, impeccable, and again interesting uh, is that Anigraphics, if I'm not mistaken, has patented this technology.
Oh,
So this is again something we are seeing, that in addition to your production capabilities, a lot of print firms and packaging converters in India today are now starting to patent technology,
yeah.
which obviously means it gives them a leverage in that sense. So with that, back to you, the singing man.
Yeah, I mean, all I can say is to again quote that song. क्या होगा ब्रांड्स का जो हम पैकेजिंग छोड़ दे पैकेजिंग से बेहतर है जीना छोड़ दे
सही बात है, सही बात है, सही बात है. And there are lots more of these amazing jobs and trends, and we'll be continuing to share many more of them with you as we go along. What we are seeing, I think, Abhay, broadly is, I think, 4 or 5 things we can just
Yes,
conclude. One is minimization of materials
of
and
course.
playfulness with materials. Lots more of
Yes.
playing around with
And
materials
finishing techniques. Yeah,
and finishing techniques and the embellishments that are possible. So almost everything has that aha quotient, no? Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And of course, substrates is one to look out for.
One, yeah, and I think that's where a lot of work is being done. People are giving
Yes.
greater thought, and I think also run lengths are astonishing,
Hmm.
be it sort of startups or D2C brands, and of course the big daddies. Those numbers are of course staggering. The example that you cited of the Marico brand
Yes, yes.
with Jupiter, and we're talking 20 kilometers and upwards in terms of that again is fantastic. Final thoughts, Abhay?
Yes, so I think brands are, increasingly adopting and mastering the art of specialty printing, first
True,
of all.
true. Hmm.
And second of all, we have seen significant advancements in sustainability in combined with craftsmanship and detailing, and of course, embellishments, as you have pointed out.
Correct.
Yeah.
I I think that's that from us. Thank you so
Yes.
much for doing this, Abhay, and sharing some of your thoughts with me, and especially these samples. I'd completely forgotten we had done this. I think 2 months, 3 months ago. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Thanks to you as well, Ramu. Thank you
yes,
so
yeah.
much. So let's see you at the next Industry Insights.
All right, over and out.